Greetings, Biter friends. Ben Pearson, Roadster Tracker. I noticed that our explosives kind of slowed down, and effectively, we've hit the limit. So we're going to extend this refinery column even more. This is starting to get to borderline insane levels. It's okay. We like the borderline insane levels. That should do. But I also noticed something. We're not filling up our oil completely. So we could take advantage of that. Now, there's also a problem somebody pointed out recently to me. We didn't actually connect these properly. So that's a little bit too far. So I'm going to request pipe to ground. 100. We should have the 100. Chargers are not coming yet. How is... I mean, I don't think having more of these is helping any. Why did solar panels stop being manufactured? Green ships have stopped? Why did green ships stop? Where was green ships? It's here. That's red. This is green. No iron? Why do we not have any iron? No wonder we're so low on stuff. Holy smokes. Okay. We gotta get back to that base. Yeah, we got problems. We're also gonna have to start shipping iron, probably. Lovely. Let's go take one of these trains. Our boat is still at the dredging area. We could use... Oh, the ironclad is just so slow, though. We may as well take the wood. Okay, let's have you stop. Where's our boat? It's probably right around here. Yep. We have big problems we need to solve, which is good. I'm gonna leave these containers and batteries at, and the dredgers too, for that matter. We'll just leave as much as we can, and then we gotta go figure this out. So it's obvious that we didn't hook up our iron completely properly, so we'll be able to get one belt of iron coming in pretty easily. But we could tap this iron. Tapping another iron station is going to be kind of rough. But we could do it. $14.13. It wouldn't be that bad. Now, it's going to be a little bit tricky to have two different iron stations at the main base. I knew that iron was going to tap out soon, though. Oh, yay. Okay, you can go back on your merry way. Now, let's set up a chest here. We're going to stick these guys in. Let's see what kind of stuff that's in our dump chest here. We'll take all the wood. Okay. I hate how those ships have such a big radius to get in. Okay. Ooh. This is a tight parking job. Okay, now we can back out smoothly. So let's go back to the base, and first thing we're gonna hook up the iron plates so that we get at least a little bit more of a trickle. We'll clear out that station, and then we'll have to set up a new iron mine, but it's gonna be a little interesting, a little bit dicey, to be honest. We'll see how it goes. I hate to do this. We may have to get a second boat, one that we'll leave in this area. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll take one back to our kind of main area so that it's a little bit quicker to get back and forth. And then we'll have a secondary boat that we're used just for this kind of purpose. So we're gonna have to add iron plates. That's gonna be a little bit tricky. This dredging operation still looks like it's doing fine. At least we're making progress with the cobalt. I think once we have some cobalt production, then it's going to be good. I think we can use that to make like improved solar power and do some neat things. Now, this feels like we need to go south. Oh boy, is this... which... oh. That's not one we need to go south. It's fine. While we're close to here, though, is there anything we can do? Should have drank a little more water before recording. My voice is a little scratchy, sorry. I'll make sure to do some of that between episodes. Let's just go a little bit further down. Would be kind of nice to have a different station for the iron. And this actually would be a better area, so we're gonna set up another little outpost to scan for things. Let's try right here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put a power pole and then a radar. We'll eventually... Okay, we're already seeing out. Cool. Little tiny uranium patch. Okay, let's just go straight through here. The cobalt processing is going to be interesting to get figured out. But we got the iron problem for now. Actually, think I want to go more straight up. Be kind of nice if we hit a little patch of land here, but I didn't think we would. Best case, we'd find some oil, but yeah. Okay, we're seeing a little bit of light land. That's true. If we do set up a different shipping lane just for iron, and honestly, a dedicated one wouldn't be bad. We have to figure out the fuel situation too. That boat moves decently fast. Yeah, acceleration 180% with rocket fuels. Way better. Let's keep going by boat. The boat is faster. Okay, we're making some good progress now. Yay! Let's see what we can do about this iron. Well, the obvious thing... We've never had an outpost that we've had to completely dismantle. Let's should start loading in that iron belt at least. Obviously... There's a lot of things to clean up here. Let's go ahead and set a roboport here, even though I don't think I have any robots, do I? No. We'll pick some up in a scooch, but I'm gonna go ahead and deconstruct this. So that should help with some of the crisis. Because this is a crisis. I never put a radar out here. Interesting. Okay, we'll connect it down like this. Oh, we do have a few that are still operating on here, so we gotta be careful. Picking up all of these miners will be a good thing eventually. And we can see we're getting a little trickle in. Not really enough, but something. So let's take you to here. Still not seeing any hopeful iron. This lead ore is now into two separate deposits. Interesting. Okay. Walk across the train that is about to go. We'll go ahead and let our robots get us stocked up. Oh, those iron belts are looking shameful though. More importantly, get rid of our wood. I don't think I want to set up another operation on another island, so we could ship some iron directly though. That would be a long route, and no, we're just gonna have to have another station here. So we do have room for it. Hopefully our robots will get us most of the goods that we need. The little trickle of iron that we're gonna get here, yeah, I mean, there's still a decent amount here. This is gonna cause our base though to kind of collapse its production. Unfortunately, we can fix this a little bit though. We can deconstruct these guys. Looking for stuff that is empty that we don't need anymore. Batteries. What are you missing? Sulfuric acid. She's missing sulfur. What? How is that even possible? We had so much sulfur at one point in time. Let's just send the sulfur train back to the main base manually. It's the easiest way to deal with this. Obviously, it doesn't have enough containers. But we have plenty of containers here. Largely because we've been emptying the sulfur. I'm gonna dump in some extras. Okay, that's an easy problem to solve. No sulfur, wow. That should fix that. Now, what else can we do? Yeah, I expect once these get to the sulfur load, then we're gonna see things get interesting. How are we doing on robots? We did pick up some robots, so that's good. Let's just go over to that part of the base. Okay, we are picking up the sulfur, good. We've got lots of containers in there, but I suspect we should be requesting more sulfur soon. Okay, that's the easy one. It's nice that we're finally through that backlog. One point in time we had so much sulfur. I could take a train, but I'm lazy. Then we'd have to go out of the way and work. Oh, we did have some iron ore that we could have deposited into here, but that's okay. So we'll just give it one thing of robots. We'll pick up those miners and then we'll go start our adventure somewhere. $18, this is gonna be $19. And there's 20. That will get everything going for a little while. Let's keep going on our deconstruct line. Whoops. Map mode's always easier to deconstruct even if you're right there. Okay. So let's do this. I know our chains are a little bit short, so we'll allow... There we go. That's better. Still not nearly enough, but it's better. Okay. Not finding anything interesting here. So, what are we gonna do now with the iron crisis? I guess we just start mining maybe this guy or this guy and we'll ship it to the mainland. We do have a boat that's there. Still, this will get our power situation figured out. Okay, let's take all of this stuff. Random signal that hasn't been there for forever. Actually, let's take our train. Because I do feel like we should speed things up a little bit. Let's just go... Not gonna be much of a train ride, is it? That's okay. Oh, it's so nice to see the iron flow. Now granted, this is not a huge supply of iron. Let them do the do-si-do. So let's just pick you up. Yep, I'm dropping a bunch of coal as expected. Okay. All of this explosives will stick into our other site. Actually, this is the spot we want to go. We'll just top off early. It's fine. Okay. Now, let's just make a beeline. We'll keep our other boat for dropping at the appropriate spot, but... Oh, it's so nice to have rocket fuel in the boat. So we'll have iron that's going to be consumed real quick, though. We have 4 lanes worth of iron consumption, and we're probably going to consume 2 or 3 of that effectively. But we really only have maybe a belt and a half of iron ore production. So that's a problem. We have giant miners now, don't we? How do those work? Yeah, we'd have to do some work. So we're just going to use standard ones for now, but giant ones are probably something that we're going to do in the short-term future. Okay. This will probably be our last one with standards. I look forward to using the giant ones. Okay. This is fine. Now let's go ahead and set up our next station. 1, 2, 3. That's the right width. So we're gonna not do that one. This just looks silly. So you are iron plate drop off, iron drop off. We may actually get a drop off here pretty quickly too. I wouldn't be surprised actually. Come on, lazy robots, do your job. We don't need extra robots in here. Wait, hang on. That does need to be connected, and then the iron plates comes up like this, I guess. Where do we have room? Yeah, we have room right there. We have a power pole. Okay, and we will wire you up. It's got the right modes, good, good. So now the iron station can be enabled if and only if... Well, let's connect the wire to it. This will be iron. Plate is less than 2. Okay. And I think we've got it all hooked up. This guy needs to be different. Hang on a sec. This is a complete and utter mess. Okay, and then we can connect you there. Copy, paste, and then put some red wire, and we should be good to go. Retrain contents. That has a send to train. That could be a problem. Okay. That could be some of our issues that we're having. So all of our unload stations need to have that set up. So we'll go fix some of these. Okay, that's the big one. Let's also check here. I mean, that's probably not as big of a deal though. Okay. Let's do the green circuit check too. These guys aren't even tied in. But it's because we never are there for very long. So, okay, that's fine, I guess. Next, let's see if we can reorganize. So titanium plates, obviously we don't need as many. We're going to pull these guys and we're going to convert this whole row to iron plates. In fact, we may need even more. Icron, wow. Still. Okay, we need titanium plates to go on this line. And our steel can go here. And I think that will do. Now our productivity, purple science is very close. Interesting. Never had a buffer there before. Yeah, you will be very, very soon coming. In the meantime, we're gonna need more iron. So, well, hang on. We'll need another station here to unload iron. But no, let's get that figured out, because it is theoretically possible that we could have a shipment of iron, and we want to make sure that we're taking advantage of that. So let's get that done. There's going to be a lot of things shipping soon. I think the shipments for a while are going to be based off of iron, though. So, yeah. Let's see how things look over here. Boy, my voice is a little scraggly right now. Let's just set up this train station real quick, and then I'm gonna take a break. It's probably time for me to start doing my projects. I've had the week off where I'm recording this in real life, which is part of why I've recorded so far ahead. And been having tons of fun with the series. I've also been doing a bunch of outdoor projects. So, ones that should save me time in the long run. Okay. So let's get... Honestly, we can just copy... Looks like I planned ahead more than I thought I did. Okay, we can go ahead and put our train here. Didn't I put a robot? Yeah. So let's go. And we'll put in couple of things, a belt, some inserters. That should do. Don't know exactly what the tipping point is, so yeah. Let's let the robots deconstruct. Okay, we need to have a puller off here of iron plates. Iron plate. And I will go ahead and tie you. Iron plate is less than 40. Really, we need a lot more of those. Do not know why robots are being so slow. But if they got our loop, then I'm happy, and they did not even build the loop. What is wrong with you, robots? Okay, whatever. We'll just give you 100 batteries, and you need power. There we go. So this is iron plate pickup. And you're gonna go to iron plate pickup, full cargo, then go to main base and item count empty cargoes is greater than or equal to 20. That's interesting that it doesn't want me to actually look. But we've got steel, blue circuits. Let's just go ahead and send you to the main island port. I think you might have some stuff. We'll test it out. I mean, the blue circuits wouldn't be bad. Be delivered. How's our iron shipment? Yeah, it's already dry. Already dry. Yeah, we're getting close to another shipment though, so it's not all bad. I think that boat for a while... We're going to cargo of iron plates is greater than or equal to 10. That's going to happen pretty frequently, so we should expect more frequent deliveries. Okay. So in theory now, we should have automatic delivery of these iron plates from the island if we have any that happen to come through. I actually doubt we have any at the moment. But we just need to set up a couple of iron outposts here. Do we want to do big miners? Titanium plate processing electric, you know, why not? We're gonna set up a big miner. Yeah, we're gonna set up big miners, and we're gonna use the big miners for the new base. Thanks guys for everything. Until next time, keep on tracking. Take care. We will see you then. Bye bye.